Dear God, this better work right here. Tell you what. I tell you what. This better work. See if it does, by golly. Okay, thank God. Audio sounds okay? Okay. Freaking tech gremlins right off the rip here. Give you a D? Hey everybody, sorry I'm a little bit late here. Had some tech gremlins rearing their ugly effing heads right at the beginning of the stream. That's always a really good time. Hey, we're starting off with a 2K Bolt goal to get Tony Spark up here. Happy Wednesday to you. We are celebrating Caden Thunder's 21st birthday today. He's at class right now. He'll be here for the last half of the stream. He'll be here in a bit, and we'll have some additional fun whenever he shows up. We got to lure the tech gremlins away with beans. Agreed. Well, I'd rather get them out of the way here in the beginning rather than have to deal with them later on. Matter, you got the text? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Anybody who signed up to get the text notification not get it? Let me ask that. Country Living City Heart, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. And agreed. I'd rather get rid of those tech gremlins now. Trent, thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. Sue Becca, thank you for sharing the live. Frankie J's mama's in the house. Are we going to have cake? We have 2 cakes here. There's a cookie cake, and then I think there's still some of the small cake that we did on his birthday, his actual birthday on Monday. So, yeah, we're going to have fun with that. Gonna have fun. Justina Wishon, thank you so much for the bolts. Chris with the hearts. The hearts me. Justina Wishon with the rose as well. Frankie J's mama, Angie, Laura, Kat, Shirley Kerr, Rebecca, Janine, Mary, thank you guys so much for the gifts. As a reminder, we're starting off with the bolts. Starting off with the lightning bolts. We're trying to get 2K to get Tony Spark up here. Chicken cake, Amanda? No, we didn't do chicken cake today. No chicken cake. He's had enough chicken to keep Tyson in business for many, many years. Many years. What did we do on Monday for his actual birthday? So we actually had football games that night, and he had class till 7. It's like his actual birthday day. He didn't get to do too much. But this weekend, this Saturday, we're going to be out celebrating with the whole fam for his birthday. And Brady Thunder's birthday is the 20th of October. So they get to do the combo birthday thing. Who, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw it on Insta or Facebook, but Brady Thunder got a pick 6, his first ever in his football game last night. And I got pics. I got pictures. It was amazing. Big Mama TS, you're wearing your lumberjack clothes or I'm wearing your lumberjack clothes? Oh, that's what you're dressing up for is Halloween. Oh, no, that's your favorite fall activity. I don't know what's happening. I'm scrambling. Pumpkin picking. I forgot we had a QOD going on, so that response had me all kinds of confused. All kinds. Corn maze, which you and the family are doing this Saturday, Artina. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Big Mama TS, I'm sorry. I'm confused. The gremlins threw me off. Caramel apples and eating them, Amanda? Hey, Candy Thunder, there's a family tradition we need to start, making caramel apples. Navy Thunder would love that. Pastry around an apple slice, then you bake it and you drizzle, so it's like an apple turnover, but yeah, cool. Very cool. Very cool. Faye Fall activity is Halloween and your birthday, which happened to be the same day, Heather. Heck yeah, that's an awesome time. So riddle me this, Heather. If you have a Halloween birthday, have you been just kind of organically your entire life drawn to more of like the spooky kind of stuff because of that? Beer brats over a bonfire. Oh heck yeah, it is bonfire season. We cook out hot dogs and do s'mores a lot. I'm not a marshmallow guy, so I never partake in the s'mores. But the rest of the family does, and they have a really good time doing it. And I'm all about lighting a fire. Tell you what, Jay, motorcycle rides. Heck yeah, there you go. C.A. O'Driscoll, you enjoy avoiding people all year. Heather, I just went live just a few minutes ago. You're good. The beginning of gumbo season. Man, it's been a while since I had a good gumbo. It's been a while. Sweater weather. Yeah, so it's actually 80 here today, but I had this shirt picked out already, and I'm like, screw it, I'm doing it. It matches the brand colors and stuff, so, you know, I already had it in my head. I was like, this is the shirt I'm wearing today, so I'm doing it, even though it's 80. You throw down on a hot dog, Barry? It's too serendipitous with the name. It's just too serendipitous. All right, you guys ready to get rocking and rolling here? Let's get started. Hey, fall is in full swing, and we want to know what your favorite fall activity is. We've been discussing a little bit of that already. Coming up, we have stories about uncooperative ex-wives. That's probably why they're ex-wives. Family vacation drama, cheating girlfriends, toxic mother-in-laws, cranky father-in-laws. Maybe they're a couple. Sibling spat, a special reward story read by Caden, a happy romantic reward story that could be a hit rom-com. And of course, on the Caden Thunder Birthday Live, we have cake stories. Of course. But of course. Pavlova. The first goal again is 2K bolts to get Tony Spark up here. We're almost halfway there already. We are celebrating Caden Thunder's birthday today, and we'll have him on a little bit later in the live. He's in class right now. We'll have Caden centered gifts and rewards coming your way once he gets back here. Today's like goal is 800K. Please make sure that you're tapping that screen to like and also sharing the stream to help. Words are hard. To help us get out in front of other people as well. We greatly appreciate that. Make sure you hit up Linktree in the bio to subscribe to the YouTube channel or even become a member. We're releasing new content for that every week. The newest podcast with special guest Beer Today is out on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts and more. And another podcast was filmed last Friday with Candy Thunder. And it will be dropping soon because we got the first draft of it done and cranked out today. So it's in review right now. We might actually get it out sooner than expected. We'll see. We shall see. Don't forget, we also have this going on today. Wheel of Thunder. We're still rocking it out. At the end of today's live, the top 10 gifters to new subs and to existing subs will go on the Wheel of Thunder. In addition to the sticker prize pack that we always do, we have one more. Do we have one more poster, Tony? We have our last signed 24 by 36 Ascon scale poster that we'll be giving away today as well. Although, remember, never feel obligated or pressured to gift. The gift goals and rewards are all for fun. We appreciate every like and share and comment and engagement that you give us. And it means so much more than that. We do greatly appreciate those monetary gifts as well. Obviously, it helps us keep doing what we're doing here. We will be trying to thank gifters once we hit goals instead of as they come in again. It's going to take some getting used to, so we're going to ease our way into that, but we will try to start doing that a little bit more today. But do not, under any circumstance, cause yourself pain by gifting. We never want anybody ever to cause themselves financial pain by gifting to us. You take care of you and yours first, please. Also, reminder, no spoilers, please. If you have heard the story or you know the story, don't reveal which direction it's going to go in chat. Let everyone else enjoy the story. If we see you spoiling often, we will mute yo ass. So just don't do it. Be a DFHB, please. Be a DFHB. Rachel, no YouTube live today. On Wednesdays, we wear TikTok. I get the round of applause, slow clap from Candy Thunder for that one.
That was nice.
On Wednesdays, we...
That was good.
Moves on. I don't know why someone would spoil, but they do it a lot. If they know the story, it's like they feel I don't know. They feel important for a second. They're like, oh, I know how this one's in, and then throw it out there. I don't know. Mute yo ass. Loretta, again, it's you being here and you commenting and sharing and engaging with us is huge. That means more than anything. So please, faux show. Don't feel bad about not being able to do like a financial gift kind of thing. Of course, we love them, but the engagement means so much more to us. So we're 20 lightning bolts away from hitting Tony Spark. I think there's a lag in my TikTok live studio here. So I've got to wait till it hits so I can see the list of names here, but we'll give Tony Spark some love here in just a moment. And then we'll get started with our stories here today. Why is it's just so slow? It's got a lag going on here. It's gotta lag. Okay, now it shows it. It shows it. Okay. It's confetti time, ladies and gentlemen. We would like to thank for helping us hit the first lightning bolt goal today and unlocking Tony Spark, Rescue Ninja, Michelle Heather, Miss Helene, Jonathan Bunton, Pam K, A.K. Marie, Sharon Day Newton, Sir Gotham Knight, Candy Thunder, Mungcow, Oki Dragon Mama, Shalicia, Econ Laura, Rain Falls, NB the G, Serenity's Turmoil, Mama Silver, Mad Animal Woman, T Hef 90, Marjolaine, Ashley Page, Olivia and Sons, Angie Holding, Heidi J, Fane 86, Armaniacal, C.A. O'Driscoll, author. I got the name right that time because I looked at your username whenever we were in chat earlier. I remembered. Big brained it there. Or maybe just small brain. Took me a minute to catch up. Christy Tyler, Michael Stevens, Lady Stormfly, Mary KG, J.E. It's G, right? Yeah. Shanny Shenanigans, Ann Ambracker, Snowman Collector, Twinkle Saz, Wicked Good Yarn. Well, let me see the rest of the name there. Jen X Brat, Maven Loves, Sarah Hibbetson, Tamara Conahan. We've got Gigs 29, Jenny Sue 23, Justina Wishin, Effulgent 1, Sally Norsworth, Julie Jules, Helene M24, and Mary NS4. Thank you guys so much for helping us hit that. I'm going to get the next one set up right quick here. Tony said he's going to be offering us the soundtrack of him coughing in the background a lot today, so just be prepared for that. It's here. The sickness has arrived. It has arrived. Cake and candy appearance. Ooh. This one is going to be 450 donuts. We're going for donuts now to unlock Candy Thunder, whom, by the way, we said that we were going to introduce Candy Thunder today by going like this, Candy Thunder, because there was a little bit of drama over me announcing her in the Michael Buffer way, but then I thought of something. Like, I have a solution. I have a way where I can announce her all big and grandiose like I want to, but she won't have to listen to it, so it won't hurt her ears. It's the best of both worlds, and I'm going to show you the solution I came up with because I made one for Tony Spark as well. I don't even have to do this live for you. I can just hit a button. Watch this. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Spark. Come on up, Tony.
Hi. What's up?
There he be.
How's everybody doing? Okay.
Whole desk is moving for you here, man.
What's up? How's everybody doing? Yeah. He said it for all of us. Jennifer, the chili was good. It ended up working out all right. Our local YMCA helped us with a place to cook, so that was good. Yeah, it worked out great. And we ran out right at the end, so we did it perfect.
Chili was amazing.
It was very good.
And the chili was pretty tasty. If I do say so myself, it might have been the best batch of chili I've ever made. Granted, it's not how I would make my chili, but it's the recipe that is from one of the priests from like 100 years ago.
It's holy chili.
So they told me the way they used to do that chili supper when they first started back in like 1920 something, everybody would make a pot of chili and they would bring it and they would dump it all in together and make one pot of chili. So I don't know if they like followed the same recipe or if it was just a free for all, but it sounds disgusting. Yeah, it was good.
Hey, I do have.
Hey, Dylan, what's up? How's Mexico?
We did have a chili cook-off competition here in the studio at one point.
I don't think
it's a bit of a sore subject. So
I don't think
we'll stay away from it.
I don't think we need to talk about that.
Tony Spark's a really gracious loser.
It's rigged. Dylan's hanging by the pool in Mexico right now.
Hey-o. Nice.
I'm jealous. Hey, Dylan, are you going to the game next week? The who's that? The Chargers on the 22nd? If you are, you should come tailgate.
There you go.
Oh man. falling asleep at work. I know the feeling. Just don't tell my bosses, Mercy, but I know the feeling. 1920s. Yeah, it was like 100 years ago or something. I don't know. It was like 1920 something when they, they started the chili thing. But now for some reason they let me cook the chili. So I don't. It's kind of one of those voluntold situations. It's like you do it once and then they're like, oh yeah, this guy can do it again and again and again. So yeah. Tailgating is basically partying in the parking lot before the game starts. So bring your grills, your coolers, and some music, and basically have a party and while you're waiting to go into the game. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with the games now is they've gotten expensive. So that's what happens when you're good. And guess when it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
Because when your team's bad, the tickets are cheap. But anyway. All right. Bye, guys. It's time for Dusty to read a story.
Thank you, Tony. And we had this discussion earlier with Smoots, who is one of our clients, but also one of our buddies. We get into a little tangent about the Chiefs every time. And today it was, we now feel like the Patriots felt for so long, where we get accused of cheating and getting ref help every game. It's like, that's the only way the Chiefs are winning now, right? Is because the refs make it so. It doesn't matter that we're the third most penalized team in the NFL. You know. You got voluntold for waffles by your dad, Jesse? Yeah, Miss Helene, they have tailgating a lot out of a lot of types of events, so it's stinking cool. All right, we're gonna dive in for our first story of the day here. This is a follower submission. We did reach out to followers who submitted stories that got chosen for today via email. So if you got that email and you want to claim your story, you know what to do, OPs. Let's dive in here. First story of the day is the follower submission, and it is titled, "Am I the astronaut for not giving in to my ex-wife in regards to meeting her to swap the kids?" Let me preface that this isn't a situation where I'm trying to not spend time with my kids. They are my life, and I do everything I can for them. My ex-wife and our kids live 5 hours away from me in St. Louis. I would love to live in the same area, but unfortunately, this is how it turned out, given that I couldn't find adequate employment close to them, which is why I moved where I live now. I have an incredible job that I love and get paid very well for. This also allows me to provide for my kids better than with my previous job. My job is very flexible. My boss is very understanding and accommodating, of course, to a limit. I also only work 4 days a week. Before this school year, when the kids started homeschooling, I would do turn and burns every other weekend, driving the full distance there and back just to see my kids. Multiple gas stops, booking hotels and Airbnbs, taking the kids to go do fun things each time. It was very expensive and insanely exhausting. However, I didn't care because I got to see my kids and spend time with them. To give a little context as to how much travel I've done, I bought my current vehicle in 2021 with 28,000 miles on it, and now 2 years later, it has 73,000 miles on it. Over half of that was related to the kids. Fast forward to today, given my schedule and that my ex-wife homeschools our kids, we started meeting Thursday afternoon/evenings to swap the kids, so I have a full day on Friday to spend with them. My boss is okay with me working longer days, Monday through Wednesday, to bank hours so I can still hit my 40 and leave work earlier on Thursday. This also allows me to not have to officially take time off. Come Wednesday, she asked me what time we were meeting tomorrow. I informed her that I was going to be able to leave work Words are hard. I'm sorry. I informed her that I was going to be able to leave work 3 hours earlier than usual, meaning that I should be able to keep to the pre-agreed halfway point so we can swap the kids relatively early in the afternoon. I told her when I was leaving and when I should be able to arrive at the meeting point. It wasn't a demand or me telling her how it's going to be. It was just simply telling her what it will be because of what time I got off. She then said that I don't take into account how hard it is on her with the travel and that the time frame is very inconvenient for her. She's frustrated with traffic and how late she gets back. She then said moving forward that I may need to start taking additional time off to make it easier for her. I refused. To be honest, I don't care about what's easy for her. All of the stress, frustration, and inconvenience that I went through with driving and spending didn't mean shit because it wasn't about me. It was about the kids, and that's what I had to do to see my kids. On another note, I also agreed to do a turn and burn one of my 2 weekends and do a halfway meet for the other. To me, that's pretty damn considerate. My kids are absolutely everything to me. My ex-wife is a good mom, but this is the way it is right now. So, am I the astronaut for not giving in? Initial question here is, am I the astronaut for not giving in to my ex-wife in regards to meeting her to swap the kids? So she's wanting you, OP, to take additional time off to make the transfer easier for her. I don't know if you guys have a parenting plan, like an official one filed with a court. If you don't, it would probably be a damn good time to get one nailed down, because whenever problems like this start creeping up, having a rock solid document that you can look at and say, this is the agreement. If you're going to deviate from the agreement, we both have to agree on it. You're already doing more. And maybe because you moved away from home, I'm assuming St. Louis was home. I'm assuming that was your home as well, and you moved away from there. OP is in chat. Heck yes. James. Okay. James. All right. I see you there, man. I see you. So St. Louis was home, right? Before moving away. So Miss Helene, okay. So James says St. Louis was home. I don't know that's always the case, Miss Helene, who says a judge will side with the parent who has the kids most of the time. I think if there is a parenting plan already filed with the court, James. And again, disclaimer: this is not legal advice at all. I am not qualified to give any kind of legal advice. I'm simply speaking from experience. Yep. Set rules by court. Okay. Sorry. James, if there is a parenting plan already set by the court, then that's what you should follow. If you're going above and beyond right now, you're doing more than you should. Yeah, Ava Thunder's dad, we meet him halfway. And yeah, she said, Candy Thunder said, by I mean you, because I do the driving. I'm a driver. I don't mind doing that. I don't mind doing the long hauls. That's completely okay. If you don't have something filed already, definitely try to stay calm and collected and not have the kids see us angry at each other. Yeah. It is a damn good idea to have that agreement in writing. You're already doing more work for it. And in my experience and a lot of the things that I've seen, a court will grant additional favor to the parent that's willing to do more and go the extra mile to make sure that the other parent gets frequent and meaningful contact. So whoever is more reasonable is going to get more favor there. That's the way it should be, at least. You're already doing more than that. Your ex cannot dictate changes to your work schedule. I understand that the schedule is tough and trying to leave at a certain time. And I also understand that you have your work schedule and you can get out at a certain time, which means that you would arrive at this place at a certain time. I highly doubt that you have this expectation of her being there at this time on the dot. Like, you're going to be understanding that sometimes things are going to get slowed down. How old are your kids, James? Did we go into that? Because that may have a lot to do with this. 7 and 11. Okay. So, I mean, toddlers are way harder to get going at a specific time because they don't give a shit, and 7 and 11-year-olds don't really either. So it's tough to get kids moving, and out the door. And I understand that, but guess what? Like, you have kids, you have to go somewhere. That is the way that it is. Now, if you find yourself in a situation where she is actively creating difficulty for you to be able to see your kids, you've got something that you need to start logging. And by logging, I mean, like, you need to start taking some written accounts of what's happening here. Putting it in writing makes it real as far as a court goes. Again, not legal advice, because I don't have any kind of credentials to be able to give you legal advice, but writing it down and creating a log makes it real. So, It would be a good idea to do just to keep track of these things, because at some point, if it becomes a pattern and you want to change something, you need to change something with that parenting plan, you're going to need to substantiate it with some kind of evidence here. And keeping a log of what's going on with it right now is a damn good idea. Legal crap aside, you're absolutely not the asshole here. You don't have the power to say, hey, boss, my ex says that you need to give me additional time off so I can meet her at this point. Your boss doesn't give a shit. The company doesn't give a shit. The world doesn't give a shit. Like, it's tough to get going with kids. We understand that. Everybody understands that. You still got to do it. Question for you, though. Question. Was the switch to homeschooling because of some difficulty with the kids in school, or was it just a preference that your ex has, or was that a mutual agreement between the two of you? Traffic sucks. I get that. Traffic always sucks. Beth resubbed. Glad to still have you as a member of the fam here. Heather Lee, subscribe for month 1. Glad to have you as a member of the Gosh Heckin' fam. Preference for her that I gave permission for, James says. Okay. So she's maybe oversensitized to traffic and having to get out right now because she's homeschooling. So a lot of the day's activities are centralized at home base right now, right? So having to get out at all is a pain in the ass. She's probably going to be angry about having to get out to go to the grocery store. It doesn't matter. Like, having to get out is a pain. Yes, it is. She's having to do it less often because she's homeschooling, right? So maybe that's part of this now. You're not the asshole at all. It's part of life. And if you end up having to enforce this document that you have that has your parenting plan in there, then you can enforce it. I know you don't want to go that route. It just causes more of a fight. You don't want to get to that point, but it is what it is, man. And you can only do what you only do here, and you do more. You're going above and beyond to be able to see your kids. And I think as long as you are delicate with your delivery and make sure that you may have to over-explain here and be like, I'm going to be able to be here at this time. What time do you think you could be there? You know, you're giving a report as to your status on things. Maybe if you add a softened touch at the end to just say, how's it looking for you? And make sure that you provide some understanding there that it is a pain in the ass. Like, it is. You get it. You get it. You do get it. You know that it's a pain in the ass to get moving with the kids. You're not telling her what to do. She's perceiving it that way because she's already upset about having to go somewhere. So, 338 of 450 on our donuts right now to get Cake Story and Candy Thunder up here. And I got an intro built for her too. You know I do. Queen Chewy, good to see you there. Angel, is it a time issue or money issue? If she's homeschooling, is she budgeting gas the same way? That's possible. That's entirely possible, Angel. I know James had another. Okay. I thought James had another comment on there that I had missed. I think she's complaining about her returning home so late. Anne says both. She doesn't work. Okay. Yeah. So she just doesn't want to get out. Well, you got to get out. I'm sorry. That's like, and whenever you're dealing with a family where parents are split or in different residences or different cities, for sure, it gets complicated. But you have to suck it up and deal with it. You don't have a choice because it's the right thing to do for your kids. And it seems like, at least from your point of view right now, you're like, yeah, the things that I have to do suck real bad, but it doesn't matter because I do them for my kids. She's seeing an inconvenience as an inconvenience and not seeing it as the context of this is the right thing to do for my kids. And that's tough. You can't tell her that because that's just going to start a fight. But it sure seems like that it is. Wonky, good to have you there for month 1. Angel says, I work from home. Gas is a problem when people start needing me to drive a lot. Oh, for sure. Yeah, because you're not planning on that kind of thing. But this is planned out ahead of time. She should be able to think ahead and budget ahead for that. So if she's not working and she's homeschooling, is her main income like a subsidy for homeschooling? It's like that and child support, I assume. If it's 5 hours, it'd be 2.5 hours. Two and a half hours. It's a drive. That's a haul. It's like from here to, no, it's past KC for us. But yeah, man, not the asshole at all here. I don't know that there's a whole lot that you can do trying to change how she thinks about things without starting a fight. I don't know that there's a way to do that, to say, hey, I know travel is a pain in the butt. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do for the kids, and I'm not complaining about it. She is complaining about it because she has to do it. But guess what? That's what happens whenever you have a family with split parents. That's the way it's going to be for a long, long time, several years, many years. And if she's unwilling to do that or makes it more difficult for you to be able to see your kids, that's when you should probably go consult an attorney. Yeah, you're already going above and beyond, man. Definitely don't feel bad about what you're doing. And you can't change her. So you might just have to just take the licks on this one and just keep moving. But you're not the asshole at all. And you can't do what you can't do. So, NTA, buddy. All right, let's go ahead and thank our donut gifters here. Adrian Emily Smith with us for month 3 as a member of the Storm. Katie, thank you so much for the Black Cat. Michelle with the fire. Let me thank my donut gifters here. Adrian and Heather with the Heart Means. Thank you so much for that. Rez Q Ninja, Michelle, Heather, Megs, 5030, Econ, Laura, Heidi J, Miss Helene, Sarcasm and Sage, Stephanie Woodard, Overkill Mill, Kitten Case, Cole Barber, Fane86, Pam K, A.K. Mary, A.K. Mary, Gen X Brat, Shan Special Needs, Tony Spark, Candy Thunder, D Trucker, Dakota Jennifer, Kutane Mom, Roxanne Mornin, sorry, I saw it and I'm like, morning, yeah. Jamers, Rainfalls, Stephanie, we've got NB the G, Angie Holding, Tanya Marie, Zakut, and Embracker, Mama Silver, Katie Davenport, Michael Stevens, hello, Helios Prime, Dylan Sprague, Charlotte Arnold, C.A. O'Driscoll, author, Emma Vasallo, Jade Sue, Cupcakes by Seti, Christy Tyler, Ashley Page, Jamie Teddergram. I can't see the whole name there. Jamie Tedder. We'll go with that. Shalicia, Twinkle Saz, and Mava Loves. Thank you all so much for helping us hit that. Let me get the next one set up right quick. Casey Stone subscribing to become a member of the Storm for the very first time. Heck yeah. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam. We have that here. Okay, I'll kill QOD in just a moment. Let me get these little guys set up here. Did Candy Thunder just have to jet?
Yeah, she'll be back.
Okay. Okay, all right. So, you unlocked Candy Thunder. However, she just had to go jet to pick up Ava. So she will be back, and we'll be able to get her up whenever we get her back here. So, do we want to go ahead and bounce to the cake story that was unlocked for that? Okay, that's what we'll do then. That's what we'll do. Lori in Vancouver Island, hello. Jenny Davies, hello. Curious Fee, you don't feel so good, Mr. Spark? Uh-oh. It's been so long since I've been to Carrie Lee, did I miss you? Where did I miss you? I'm sorry. What is your official username in here on TikTok? Because whenever I do the gift goals, Carrie, it shows me like the technical username. It doesn't show me the nickname. Like on chat, you're Carrie Lee. In the gift goals, it shows me whatever technical username you have. So for some people, it's like Carrie's 752534, whatever it is. It shows me a different name whenever I do that. But Carrie, thank you so much. And I'm sorry you're missing your gosh heckin' shout out. I'm sorry about that. You donated my heart out. Oh man. What is your technical name on here? I don't know if it'll show me that. Carrie Lee 26. What the heck? I don't know. I don't know how it didn't show up on there. I'm sorry. I blame TikTok. I blame the bugginess. Thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate that. And I'm sorry that TikTok's screwing up. That's what I'm sorry about. All right, let's go ahead and read our cake reward story here. This is a follower submitted story. So, OP, if you're in chat and want to claim your story, you know what to do. This is, am I the astronaut for taking back the cake I made after being treated poorly and not getting paid? This sounds like a song. Am I the astronaut for taking back the cake I made after being treated poorly and not getting paid? It's a song waiting to happen. I'm going to see if we can turn it into one. Dusty, please give me some advice on if I handled this correctly or if I should have done something different. Happy to. I, 62 female, do not have any official training in the kitchen. Everything I know I learned from my mother and from years of trial and error cooking for my husband and 8 kids, all now fully grown and out of the house. However, I have had many people tell me over the years that I'm one of the best bakers they have ever known. Pies, cakes, and other desserts are my specialities. Oh, I'm way behind there. Hey, Katie with the Black Hat, thank you so much. I typically bake for fundraisers, church potluck events, and family get-togethers. I rarely bake upon request or for pay, except for a few rare occasions. And after this experience, I will probably never do it again. A good friend of mine's daughter was getting married, her second marriage, and they were having only a small ceremony in their backyard. She had apparently ordered a cake, but something happened with her order, and she wasn't able to get her cake in time for the wedding. My friend asked if I would be able to bake them a cake in just the few days before the wedding, and they would pay me what they were going to pay the baker who had fallen through. Knowing I was probably their only chance to have a decent wedding cake in time, I agreed. On the day of the wedding, I took the cake to their house around noon and assembled the 3 tiers on location. Both the bride and groom were home getting ready, along with a few other members of the wedding party. Several people saw me and spoke to me while I was setting up the cake, including the bride. Once the cake was finished, I went to track down the bride to let her know I was finished, make sure she approved, and to get paid. I had agreed to front the cost of the ingredients for the cake due to the short window of time I had to get it done. But the bride was nowhere to be found. I waited around and asked several people, but no one seemed to know where she was. I texted my friend and asked her to tell her daughter that I was looking for her. About an hour later, the bride finally came rushing through the house. I managed to stop her and let her know that the cake was finished and that I needed paid. She just looked at me and said that she thought her mom, my friend, was taking care of it. That was news to me, but I texted my friend and asked her. She said no, that her daughter would be paying me and that she was not surprised that she was trying to get out of it, but that I just need to take it up with her. Seriously? All right, that's a red flag. Hey, Caden Thunder's in the house here. Also, we're at 440 of 2K on our Tiny Dinies right now.
Birthday boy is here.
Birthday boy is here. Birthday boy is here. How was class, Caden? Every time. It was okay.
You learned about tricking?
It was okay.
Really?
So your friend screwed you here. There's more to the story, but your friend screwed you here by not offering to handle that discussion with the daughter and saying you take it up with her. Screwed you. So I caught up to the bride again to tell her what her mother had said, but was met with the biggest bridezilla outburst I have ever seen. She began yelling at me about how this was her day and she didn't know why she had to pay for everything, not to mention that she did not even have any money on her, so she didn't know what I expected her to do. She said that she never even wanted a homemade granny bunt cake anyway, but her mother forced it upon her, so she should be the one to have to pay for it. Blah, 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 on and on. At this point, I just walked away. Now, it's beside the point, but my cake was not at all a granny bunt cake. It was a beautiful, three-tiered, elegant wedding cake that I had put over 15 hours of work into, not to mention the cost of the ingredients, which was at least $150. They had originally offered to pay me $250 because that is what the bakery cake was going to cost them. I went back to the table, disassembled my cake, packed it up, and took that sucker home with me without saying a word to the bride or to my friend. I felt like I had done them a huge favor and did not deserve the berating that I got from the bride or for my friend to just leave me to deal with her myself. I felt completely unappreciated and disrespected. So what is it, Dusty? Am I an astronaut for taking back the cake for taking the cake that I made back after being treated so poorly and not getting paid? Hell no. Hell no. No. Gosh, I'm sorry that you had to deal with this. Not the asshole at all for this. Not only did you have a bridezilla to deal with, whose mom, your friend, said she definitely had no plans on paying for it. She's not surprised that she's trying to get out of it at all. But then instead of being like, I'll handle this for you, No, hell no. She's like, you better just take it up with her. I'm surprised. I'm very, very surprised that your friend is making you deal with her daughter, the bride, on her wedding day, period. And I'm wondering what happened with the initial bakery. I'm sure that something didn't fall through. They probably required a deposit or something, and she snaked her way out of paying that. And then they said, well, sorry, you didn't pay the deposit in time. You don't get a cake. And that's what probably happened. And now she shot herself in the foot the same way. What did she expect you to do? Leave it? Oh, yeah. It's fine, sweetheart. You can just treat me like garbage and not pay for the cake that I spent tons of time and money on. I'll just leave it here as a birthday gift. Because I wish you the best. No, don't wish them the best. I don't. Nope. You don't get to treat people like that and expect them to just give you things. It does not happen. It doesn't happen like that. That's not how any of this works. Not at all. And I'm leaning to, I really think something happened with the bakery where they tried to snake their way out of paying for it or something. They screwed them over too, probably treated them like trash, and they told them to go pound sand. So that's why they didn't have a cake, I'm guessing. And now your friend has some groveling to do with you if she wants to remain your friend, because walking you right into the lion's den is garbage. That is absolute garbage. I don't know if she had any inkling of what was going to happen, and she did, because she said she was not surprised by it. Why the hell she would do that to you? Maybe she felt like she was torn in between her daughter, like trying to find some kind of solution for her daughter, but in the process, fed you to the wolves. That sucks. That sucks bad. And now you're out the money and the time, right? I mean, what are you going to do with this cake? I mean, eat it for sure over like a 2-month period, I guess, because it's massive, but no, they don't get to just take that. Especially after berating you. Like, okay. They lowballed you, tried to not pay. They shouldn't be surprised that you took it back. Hell no. Is OP here, by the way? OPNTA, Crystal says, the friend ask on 2, the bride ask on 1. I'd agree with that assessment. Yeah. The friend for knowing, you know what? Screw that. The friend for knowing what she was getting you into, not being surprised by it at all. And then for saying you need to deal with her when it's her child. She had every opportunity to be like, I'll handle this. Just hang tight. And then call her daughter up and rip her a new one. But instead was like, yeah, just keep dealing with that. It's garbage. I know. But this is what I knew would happen. So just keep doing it. Yeah. Your friend's an ask on 1 here as well. That's a terrible, terrible, shitty, evil person to be willing to do that to a friend and to have you waste 25 hours worth of time and $150 worth of ingredients on something that she knew was going to fall apart. Yeah. You have an ask on 1 of the friend and her daughter right there. Same thing. Apple didn't fall far from the tree on this one here. Nope. Another ask on 1. Another ask on 1. Have we seen OP in chat? No OP. Yvonne, yeah, $250 for a 3-tiered cake is amazing. Akasha, per Google, it's anywhere from, what'd you say, $350 to $550, something like that. Mo, first time catching me live? Well, welcome. Welcome to your first live. Should have taken a photo of the cake and left it where the cake had been. Hey, that'd be funny. And yeah. Desert Raven says, no way they didn't plan this. And I'd buy that. Yeah, and it sounds like she probably has a habit of doing this kind of shit, and that's probably why they ended up without a cake in the first place. But I'm curious, and I was hoping OP was here so we could actually hear, had you heard from anybody since the wedding? Because I can imagine that bride would be super pissed when after the ceremony was done, they didn't have a cake. Where is my cake? Someone stole it? No, B, nah. You were a bridezilla and you burned bridges with everyone who had the potential to make you a cake. So that's what happened. It's what happened. Lacey Nicole Freeman, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate that. Hey, we are at 760 of 2K on the Tiny Dinies to get Caden Thunder up here. And I have an intro for him as well. I had this idea yesterday I'm just like, I can do the intro thing without anybody in the office having to hear it. That way it's not going to hurt Candy Thunder's ears, and I can make sure that I'm adhering to her wishes, but I can still be grandiose. So I built those animated intros last night, like middle of the night. This morning, first thing when I got here, recorded the audio for all of those intros, and here we are. We got them. We got them. Heather Lee, yeah, I would love to hear it. Carrie Lee, yeah, why would you insult the cake? She hadn't even seen it yet. She hadn't even seen this 3-tiered beauty. She's like, I didn't even want a Granny's Bundt cake. Really? Because you don't have any cake right now. I think that you should be pretty grateful for the Granny Bundt cake that you might have got. But instead, you had this 3-tiered majestic cake sitting there that you just couldn't get on board with. It's crazy. Absolute craziness. Missy G, thank you so much for the paper crane. I know we have a lot of Tiny Dinies coming in right now. Kat sending 75 of them through. Wowza, Stacy. Why Wolf Lover. Thank you guys so much. A-Flower, Nixter as well. Kitty, thank you guys so much. Kat with bolts there. We'll be thanking our Tiny Donnie gifters as those come in there. Laura Smyrtle Moore with us for month 10 as a member of the Storm. Holy crap. Have we been going live for that long? 10 months? I think doing, being a content creator is a little bit like the presidency. Like whenever I started this, I probably looked about 20 years younger. You just age at like a really rapid pace doing this kind of stuff. So in another year, I'm gonna be like Mitch McConnell up here. And be like, that's the live. This is going to be the whole thing in another year. That'll be it. 50% of the live goal is there. We just passed the halfway point on those Tiny Dinies. Also, we're at 551 to 575 on our sub goal here, which is awesome. And we're already at 38% of our likes goal for the day, which is amazing. Also, we have some new animations made. So once we hit our likes goal, yeah, you triggered it last time. That's right. I'm having a memory lapse here. See, it's happening. It's already happening. It's already happening. Happy Hyperfixation. Can you borrow my voice? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Actually, if you go to the dusty-thunder.com website, there is a page. I think you have to scroll the footer to actually see the link for it. But there's a page where you can reach out to me about doing voice gigs for you. I do voiceovers, so I am available for hire. I got a reboot. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Unstable internet connection. That's great. Lovely. Video quality will be automatically adjusted. Oh boy. Also, I wasn't recording. Now I am. Hey guys, can you double check and make sure that your sync is not running? Just make sure. Just to make sure. All right, I'm going to bounce back to official story number 2, right? Okay. We're going to dive into our next one here. One more time before we dive into that, we're at 1,200 to 2K on the Tiny Dinies right now. And again, that is to unlock Caden Thunder and Confetti. Confetti. Big Boom and Caden Thunder. All right, our next story here is from the AITA subreddit, and this one is titled, Am I the Astronaut for Not Wanting to Watch My Brother's Kids on Our Family Vacation? That's a fancy hat right there. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. There it is. That's fancy. That's a fancy mustache, too. Should I grow the stash out and try to do like the twist here? Red Axel, yeah, I have, I've done a lot of voiceover work. Voice acting as far as like for a program or short film or something like that I have not been on, but I've done audiobooks. I've done a ton of commercials, like thousands, on hold systems, all that kind of stuff. Yes, with the stash, grow it out. I've done it before, but I keep the stash shorter now so that it doesn't end up like in my mouth, and it's tougher to keep track of when it gets longer. You never know. The hair's growing out now. We'll see what happens. Tony Spock, quit giving me the move my ass hand symbol here.
You started reading the story and then you got distracted.
I did get distracted. I'm sorry. All right. Title for this one again is Am I the Astronaut for Not Wanting to Watch My Brother's Kids on Our Family Vacation? I'm on vacation with my immediate family. I'm female 30 and my two brothers are in their late 30s. They're both married and they each have kids. 5 kids total, ranging in age from 3 to 9 years old. My parents are also on the trip and I am accompanied by my boyfriend of 2 years. Queen of Death just resubbed. Glad to still have you in the fam. We're here for a week and it's been really fun so far. We have a mix of days where we have activities planned and then a few free days. My family has had a text thread going for months with all of the trip planning, so we knew which days were activity versus free days. My boyfriend and I planned a romantic dinner for one of the free nights at a really nice restaurant on the island. We made a reservation months ago because it books up. I was getting ready to go out and one of my sister-in-laws made a comment about me dressing up to stay in. I was confused and asked her to clarify. She said that she, my brother, and my other married brother and his wife were doing a couples spa evening experience that they booked a few days earlier, and that they needed me and my boyfriend to watch all of their kids. Oh, isn't that sweet? She said my brother was supposed to have asked me earlier that day. He forgot to. Tough shit. When I explained that my boyfriend and I had already had plans, words are hard. When I explained that my boyfriend and I already had plans, she was super unsympathetic. She said they already paid for the spa experience, and since we hadn't paid for the dinner yet, it wouldn't make sense for them to have to cancel their plans. That's not how that works. Not how that works. I never agreed to watch their kids. I love my nieces and nephews, but my family knows I am child-free and have been for years. It's been a point of contention for a long time. I wouldn't mind watching them if I had been given advance notice, but to have them slapped on me when I had plans with my boyfriend really made me upset. My sister-in-law said I didn't understand how much she needed the time away from her kids because I don't have kids of my own. She said that I was being selfish and I could handle one night of being a mom. That's not the point. I would have agreed if she had asked me months ago before my boyfriend and I had made dinner plans. I checked and we wouldn't be able to get another reservation before we leave. My parents walked in on us arguing and they eventually offered to watch the kids. They were supposed to go to a free concert on the beach together but decided to cancel so someone could stay with the kids. I felt really bad, but my mom insisted. Now it's the next day and my sister-in-law won't even look at me. I'm pissed at her too, but we're stuck here for a week, so I don't know what to do. My mom thinks I should apologize, but I feel that I'm the one owed an apology here. Am I the astronaut? Edit, forgot to add, we are not staying in a resort/hotel that would have babysitting services. We're staying in a family friend's vacation house/rental property. Not the astronaut here at all. People don't get to just volunteer you for things. How old is OP here? Do we know? Female 30. Okay. Just because you're the one without kids doesn't mean that you're the low person on the totem pole that has to watch the kids whenever the people who have kids decide they want to do something. They don't get to do that to you. They can pay for a babysitting service. They can pay for someone else to come watch the kids. It's their problem. It is a them problem. It is not your problem. And the fact that they tried to force it on you and say that you could handle doing that for one night, be like, look, you chose to have kids. You can handle having your plans ruined one night because you forgot to secure a sitter. And it's not like it was bam, bam, a couple of days apart. No, they had months to speak up and didn't. Tough shit. If you don't book a sitter, you don't get to go. You don't get to take plans away from other people who made reservations months in advance because you did a poor job planning. You don't get to do that. And the fact that she tried to do that and the fact that she's now pissed off at you makes her at least an ASCON 2. I understand needing a break. I promise you. But you cannot force that on other people like you control their lives. You're being treated like the help here, OP. It's not okay. It is not okay for people to act like that and then be pissed off at you whenever you stand firm and you're like, no, sorry. Had these plans well in advance. You can deal with your own problems. This is not a me problem. NTA, she's at least an ASCON 2. At least. and you're stuck, you're staying in a family friend vacation / rental property, and you're stuck there with a week, let her deal with it. It is a her problem, man. It is a her problem. You still got to go do your thing. There's no reason for her to still be pissed. She got to go do what she wanted to do. The one who suffered were your parents. She can deal with it. Is your watch over there dinging again, Candy Thunder? She's always got her watch and her phone typically on what I call granny volume most of the time. It's just like as loud as possible. But I'm not allowed to do my big grandiose intros. How do your ears not hurt from that? Oh, I'm getting the slow blink now. I'm getting the slow blink. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to bring someone very, very special on right now. Candy Thunder. Or we can use the pre-built thing here. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen. Candy Thunder.
I don't really look like that.
It's your super emoji.
I just want to add to that story too.
Music is still going. You'll have to.
Okay. Is it still going?
It's fading. Now, just get closer to the mic. You're good.
Okay. See, guys, best of both worlds. He gets his intro, and I don't have to hear it.
I found a solution.
Yeah. But I don't know if you said this because I was walking back in, but if somebody tells you no, that they don't want to watch your kids, and you try to force them to watch your kids, like, do you realize what kind of babysitter that you're going to be getting?
Right.
Someone who doesn't want to be there, someone who does not want to be with your kids.
You're right. I hadn't even thought about that.
You got to walk away from that. If someone tells you no, they don't want to watch your kids, then don't put that person in charge of your kids. That's terrible.
Wish you knew, Nursey dear, you wish you knew why adjacent live audio repeatedly bleeds through.
It happens sometimes because you can scroll through and the last person's live will be
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've had that happen with normal TikTok videos too.
Guess what? It's more TikTok glitchiness.
Also, I'm going to go ahead and shut down the handlebar mustache. That's not happening.
Oh.
I don't tell you that for free.
Oh, you heard that? You heard that, did you?
We've been down that road, and I did not enjoy it, and it's not happening. The mustache wax and all it was not when the mustache didn't go right. It was.
We're ranked.
It was.
Hey, also, yeah. Brooke, welcome to the Gosh Heckin' Fam. Glad to have you here.
Welcome.
So did you catch this whole story on your way in?
She asked somebody, didn't make plans to have a sitter, asked the day of, was told no. Did her parents end up watching the kids so that she could go?
They gave up their free concert so they would watch the kids. But the sister-in-law the next day was being bitchy about it still.
Because was it a brother or sister?
The brother was supposed to ask them to watch the kids, but forgot. But they made all these plans months ago. So the reservations for the dinner that OP and the boyfriend had were made months ago. And they expected them to just go ahead and drop it all because they didn't have kids. They could suffer for one night. If someone said that to you, I'd be like, screw you.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. If you trust your husband to organize a babysitter, you need to double check that babysitter is in fact organized. No offense.
Confirm. No
me
offense.
as a mom, I would confirm that I know where my child is going to be and who she's going to be with. Or I say she because Navy's the only one that needs a sitter. But yeah.
What did you say? No offense for?
I mean, I normally handle finding the childcare.
Yeah.
And if I would like for you to ask your mom, then I tell you what to ask your mom.
Yeah.
That's just normally how it goes. So I'm going to make sure that if I need my bases covered. Dusty looked very offended at the no offense.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, was I supposed to take offense? What was I supposed to take offense about?
I mean, I just don't want to, not trying to be. It's just, I don't know. That's just how it works in our house. Yeah. If the dad was supposed to find childcare and did not find childcare, dad should have watched the kids. That's my two cents on the story. I didn't realize that the dad was in charge of asking the brother.
He was supposed to, but again, that is if it's that big of a deal and it's supposed to happen on a vacation, wouldn't they both be involved to say, hey, I want to make sure that you did this because we really need this night. I think there's
Yeah,
an equal
yeah, right.
responsibility.
That's-
There's an equal
yeah.
responsibility to
Yes.
verify across both parties, and they just didn't do it. So.
It's if you need that break, you're gonna make damn sure that you're getting that break.
Right.
You're not gonna put it in the hands of someone who may or may not have scheduled the sitter. Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Where are we at on Caden's goal? Oh, we're so close. We're
1720 at 2K, and
It's
we're
gonna
ranked.
happen.
We're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, where are
and
we
we're
ranked
at
at?
50% of our likes goal already. What are we
Okay.
ranked at, Tony? You know,
93.
93. Hey, we're climbing. We're climbing.
Tony Sparks said that the next story might be the funniest follower submission that we've received, and he was laughing his ass off the entire time. He said not too much. Don't hype it up too much, but apparently it's really good.
Yeah, whoever wrote it was funny. He has a very funny saying.
I remember him laughing, and again, I don't read him ahead of time, but I heard him laughing the whole time he was reading it. So
All right.
that's awesome.
So we're gonna read this story, and then it'll be time for Caden Thunder.
That'll work.
Bye, guys.
Ranked at 90, 88 now. We're climbing. We climbing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Candy Thunder. I haven't built the outros yet, so I had to just whisper. Thank you, Candy Thunder.
Thank you for validating.
Yes. You're welcome for validating your feelings. You're welcome. Pathetic excuse of a lone wolf. Yeah, agreed. Family is not an automatic babysitter. Nobody is. You can't just assume any of that crap. You can't. It's a shite thing to do to another human being. It just is. It just is. 1940 at 2K. Better get that confetti ready there. Tony Spock. Love you, Sheila. How about that beard? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Akasha, isn't there like a babysitter app you can download and schedule people? Yeah. I mean, they could have. You wouldn't have well, I guess you could virtually to have a conversation or like interview someone ahead of time before letting you sit your kid, even though it's a vacation kind of thing. But, ugh. Mom Showtone, thank you. Tappity tap tap. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Okay, so we will be ready for story number 3 here.
We need like 3 to go, 2 to go.
Oh, we're there. We're there. We are there. We'll get Caden Thunder up here in just a second. Heck yeah. Let me get some thanks here real quick. Are we having him read a story right now, or is that later? That's later. Okay, that's later. So you just get to tell him happy birthday, and you'll get to hang out with him here for a minute. TLS Journey. Mrs. Smith. Wait. Mrs. Mitterdeath. Mitterdeath? Mrs. Mitterdeath? I'm sure I'm messing that up. Mrs. Mitterdeath. Rescue Ninja. Or Meet Your Death. Meet Your Death? Mrs. Meet Your Death? Rescue Ninja. Megs 5030. And Haraxton. Chuck 2002, Michelle Heather 78, Miss Helene, Charlotte Arnold 89, Emma Vasallo, Shan Special Needs, Sarcasm and Sage, Jonathan Bunton, X6, Cat Dowd, Marianne Happy Dragons, Brooke and Tina, Flower Girl 777, just 2777, Barry McCockner, Lisa the Best Server, Pam K, we've got the struggling crew over here. Sue Ann, Jill's Realm, That Messy Mom Life, Nixter, C Sizzle, Tony Spark, Mama Silver, Soapy Socks, Wonderfully Wonky, Tammy Lee, Mandy's 975, Mungao, AK Mary, Ashley Page, Simply Raiden, Sharon Day Newton, Carrie Riggin, Becky Poirier, NB the G, Katie Davenport, and Modeste 82, also Coda Loon and Cole Barber. Thank you guys so much for helping us get there. Greatly appreciate that. Let me get the next one set up and then we'll bring Caden Thunder up here. By golly. Oh, this is a new one I haven't seen before. Oh boy. There it is. No, yeah, okay. I was thinking it was a Halloween-y kind of thing, but it's not. Got it. This one is going to unlock, oh boy, a Caden story reading. And because we're putting Caden to work on the live stream today, we're giving you all kinds of screen time today, boy. All right, we've got 40 Frank-tastics set up there to unlock Caden Thunder reading a story and doing another round of confetti. But let's go ahead and get him up here so you guys can have a chat with him. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you the animation for Caden Thunder.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. It will fade. It will fade into you
Oh, okay.
right there. There you go.
Hi.
Whoa! That shot metal out.
That's what the last week.
Okay, let's make sure we don't point that at the computer, camera, or humans.
Or me.
Just straight at the ceiling. Wow. Sick, man.
How's everybody doing? Thank you for the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. Yeah, Walmart is trying to kill me. I'm 21 years old on Monday. I turned 21. There's a lot of trying to read everything. There's a lot of happy birthdays. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it a lot. Yo, yours is today. Happy birthday.
Confetti on your hat.
Oh, thanks. Wait, you put it there or you took it off?
Took it off.
Oh, okay.
I didn't just put it there. No way.
Yeah, October 9th.
How's the week going so far?
So far, it's a week.
Caden.
I've had 2 margaritas.
Wait, and the first one that you had, you tried the salt, and what did you say about it?
It was really salty.
Said the salt was really salty.
It was really salty.
Which I mean, that's exactly what it is. So
Salt.
yeah. I talked to Papa, so it's my dad, who was with him whenever he tried this margarita, and he said that you were like tasting the salt and then swallowing the salt and then taking a drink of the margarita. I think you're
Yeah.
supposed to lick the salt and then drink the margarita and swallow it all together, right? I'm
Well-
not a margarita guy, so I don't know. But it's supposed to be quick.
I was just testing out different margarita methods.
Margarita methods.
Yeah.
There you go. So what was the other one that you tried? Was it the same time?
No, that was yesterday. I tried one, the El Diablo.
Ah.
It's pretty good. It was like, it had like tequila and red wine and some other stuff in it, and there was like red honey drizzled around the top. It's pretty good. I like that one.
It's bougie.
It was bougie.
That sounds bougie.
It was bougie.
He did tell me. I messaged him right after midnight on his birthday, and he said he felt old. Like,
Yeah.
oh boy, you just wait.
Yeah.
You just wait. You sprightly young feller. You're a long way from old there, boy.
I don't feel sprightly. I don't know about that. maybe like root beer.
Tequila and red wine. Yeah, Angel, that's wild. Bone Boo, this is my son. This is my oldest boy here. Just turned 21. The eldest.
Yes, I'm the Kindle Roy of the Thunderkin.
If this were like Game of Thrones, you would be
Jon
the
Snow.
namesake, the inheritor. You'd be Jon Snow. You'd be the bastard. No,
Yeah.
You'd be the inheritor of the kingdom if there were a kingdom to be had.
I'm not Bran.
You're not Bran.
I'd rather be Jon Snow. Mm-mm.
You old Joffrey.
Didn't work out.
I'm kidding. No.
I'd rather be Joffrey than Bran.
Robb Stark, the king in the north.
I like Robb Stark, but he died.
I mean, most of them did.
We all saw the Red Wedding. It wasn't pretty.
Most of them did.
John didn't. Yet.
Oh man, don't forget Robb. Yeah, Joffrey. Oh, just the name Joffrey makes me angry.
Yeah.
Little puppy. Now I got to do another rewatch. How long has it been since we watched Game of Thrones, Candy Thunder?
I just thought about it the other day.
It's been a hot minute. Yeah, it's been a while. I feel like that's a fall winter kind of thing, though. It's like you take some time. You're not paying attention?
I'm trying to do the podcast and listen.
Ramsey Bolton is pretty bad. Yeah.
If I had
He was
erasers
pretty-
over
he was a
here, I
bad
would
guy.
chuck them at you.
Yeah, the actor really did do a good job acting. So much so that I think he stopped acting after that.
Ramsey Bolton?
No,
The guy who played him?
no,
Or the guy who
Joffrey.
played yeah. The guy who played Ramsey Bolton,
He still acts, doesn't he?
you got to be like a special level of twisted just to be able to
Yeah,
act that out. Like, wow.
yeah, he did pretty.
He's eating the sausage? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, it's not that. It's not. No. No.
are they actually doing the Jon Snow series? I hadn't heard about that. I'll definitely watch that if it's coming out.
It's wild, Jennifer. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah. It's nutso. So what is the one thing that you for sure want to be able to do for your birthday week?
Get some.
You went to a concert last week.
I'm going to a concert next week too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like concert season for you.
it's concert season for sure. Yes, I'm going to a Travis Scott concert next week. So in the mosh pit. So send me your best of wishes.
In the mosh pit. Be careful.
I
Be careful.
I like Walking Dead too. I need to watch the Daryl Dixon series. I haven't given it a watch yet, but I do want to watch it. So
Oh, Daryl Dixon in Paris.
yeah.
Seems like that'd have to be some masterfully done juxtaposition there. Daryl Dixon in Paris. But I guess all the cultural things in Paris are now
Yes,
gone.
you
It's just
absolutely
the world
can.
is just overrun. Mads. What's the respectfully buy him a drink? Yeah, heck yeah. The Boys. He loves The Boys.
The Boys is great. Yeah, I got Miles. Miles is watching The Boys now too. It's pretty good. One of my favorite shows.
All right, bro. I'm gonna swap you out.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. You guys are going to see Birthday Boy a whole lot more today. So thank you for coming up for your first appearance of the day. He's going to be reading a story here in a bit, and we're going to be having all kinds of fun with him. So, confetti everywhere already. Confetti already. 16 to 40 on the what is it? The Frank and what? Franktastic. It's Franktastic. So we're at 17 to 40 of that already, and that one will be Caden Thunder reading a story. So before he does that, I'll do this one and we'll rock and roll with it. There are a couple of really good reward stories today. This is the follower submission that you said was the funniest ever, though, right? I'm hyping it up too much now. It's good. We'll just say it's good.
He has some good phrases.
Okay. All right. So again, OPs for these follower submissions were notified via email before the show today. So OP, if you're in chat, you want to claim your story. I think Tony Spark especially would like to congratulate you on having some funny lines in here. All right. Title of this story is, Am I the Astronaut for Destroying My Girlfriend's Relationship with Her Side Piece? This was around 14 years ago, but to start this with a little backstory, I was a very shy person growing up. Never really did much in the romance department. The school, my first date, wasn't until I was 18 or 19. I had plenty of girls I had crushes on, but never had the guts to step up. Moving on till I was 29 male, I reconnected with a girl from school, let's call her Jen, 30 female, on an app. With my shyness gone, I started flirting for a few weeks and we started dating. We had been dating for 6 or 7 months when I noticed she started seeming a little distant, but not bad, didn't think that much of it. One day, while laying in bed after a very energetic game of horizontal mambo, still lying there in bed with her on my arm, she was playing on her phone, either thinking she was being sneaky or not realizing I could see her screen. I noticed she was texting someone called Babe, which was my handle on her phone. I started taking a lot more interest in the conversation. I can see that she's being all flirty, romantic, and naughty enough to make a sailor blush. Right after horizontal mambo with OP here, okay, wow. Dang. I was livid, to say it nicely, but I'm also a petty smartass. So I took my phone, messaged a buddy to call me and say they needed a tow, and we parted ways. After she left, I went into the app and saw her saw on her comments that a guy was commenting about how she was amazing and couldn't wait to meet up again. So I messaged him asking how he knew Jen. He replied with, "She's my girlfriend." I asked for how long, and he said 3 months. Then he asked how I know her, and I replied, "She's my girlfriend of 6 months." I get the auto reply of "I'm a liar." I tell him that she just left my bed after we just got done playing Hide the Sausage, and we're still naked like they were talking, and gave a play-by-play of their conversation. We traded numbers, and after an hour of talking, come to find out he had no clue about me, and that he had been paying 100% of her rent, which I had been giving her half of for 6 months. He was giving her spending money, buying her stuff, and taking her out, same as me, but he was just a little richer. I told him I had no hate towards him, but thought she should know. I told him I had no hate towards him, but I thought that he should know. Fast forward 30 minutes and my phone goes off with Jen's tone. I smile and I answer with a pep in my voice. "Hi, babe." And I hear Karen Palooza start up. She said nothing about how she was sorry or how she messed up or how it didn't mean anything, but a line of words so vile it would make the devil cringe about how I fudged up her meal ticket and how he dropped her, cut her off, and how he was going to pay her rent and car payment because she had blown her check expecting me and him to pay her bills. I told her, "You play stupid games, you get stupid prizes, and you just won the whole stupid prize cart." And after another 10 minutes of very well used curses about my looks, she said, "Well, I'm a prize and you won't ever find someone as good as me again." I told her she was like a prize in a cereal box, looks good at a glance, but when you get it, it's just useless with no value. And I blocked her. So am I the astronaut for destroying my girlfriend's relationship with her side piece? P.S. Love your content. You and Mrs. Candy are amazing people. Keep it up. Thank you so much for that, OP. That is awesome. And hell no, you're not the astronaut for ruining her relationship with her side piece when people get exposed. You know, what's funny about this is that she was exposed while exposing herself, right? Right after horizontal mambo, she's literally laying on your arm and is texting her other dude, the sugar daddy. And you guys were both supporting her. This is the funny part. And here's the funny part. You probably weren't the only two. If she learned that she could do this with more than one dude and she could just make money, literally, you guys were her job. You were her source of income, playing this role to get you guys to support her and having multiple guys do it. Like, if that's the game, you know, she probably at least at one point tried having 3, if not more. My gosh. No, man. I think if anybody were in that position and discovered things the way that you discovered them and you had been together 6 months, hell no, he deserved to know. You deserve to know that they're being played. Yeah. That's terrible. That's terrible. And love the way that you write on here too. Is OP here? OP, you here? Are you here? OP, that's fantastic. The only thing that could make this a little bit better is if you hit a whole bunch of Annoyatrons around her house somewhere, right? That would make it even funnier. That would be great. No. Man, I'm sorry. Sorry you had to go through that crap. That sucks. No, not the asshole. Not the ass at all. She sucked. And you know what? It didn't destroy you either. Like, here you are years later, 14 years ago. Like, you're well adjusted. You can look back at it now and laugh. And I'm sure it hurt like hell at the time. But at least you destroyed the game for her. Beans in her pillow, Annoyatrons, do it all. Do it all. It'd be funny now, OP, if you... I wonder if you ever go look her up now and like see how she's doing in life. Probably not that great. Charlene says she had no respect for herself. I would agree. I would agree with that. I mean, she realized that she could use her looks and manipulate people into making money and just ran with it and was completely dishonest with both of them. So, I mean, it's one thing if you have an open relationship and if they know what's going on and they're like, yeah, cool, whatever. I enjoy spending time with you. I'm willing to support you monetarily, whatever, go have fun. But it's not that. It's not that at all. She pretended to be exclusive with these guys. Suck. 3440 on the Franktastics right now. We're at 67% of our likes goal, currently at 555 of 575 on here. Ranked number 55. All these fives coming out at the same time here. Hey, we could get to 21 for Caden's 21st. That'd be a darn good idea. Darn good idea. Crystal, thank you for the heart me. Monique with the heart me as well. We'll make sure we thank all of our fantastic gifters as we hit that goal. Amy P with the corn, Leanne with the rose as well. Stephanie with the finger hearts. Greatly appreciate that. NZ girl with the heart me and the rose. Loretta with the rose what was that? The heart me as well. Sorry, it was covering part of it up there while I was trying to read it. Crystal B with the high bear and the heart me. Charlene with the rose. Thank you guys so much. Darla says, do likes help with the ranking? I hope so. My fingers are cramping. Do likes help with the ranking? It helps get us in front of more people, which then would help with the ranking. Is it all gift based? We don't know. That's the short answer. We don't know. But it all helps. It all helps get us in front of more people, which helps everything else. So we greatly appreciate that. Bianca72 in Australia. G'day to you as well. Kay says it's all gift based. I would buy it. Keep accidentally swiping out of the live from liking. Oh, heck. That's terrible. Monique, thank you so much for the rose. We got there. We got there with the Franktastics. Let's go ahead and give some thanks for this, and then we can get to... Okay. Are you calling an audible on me? Is that what's happening? Oh.
Read your note on the rewards.
Tony Sparks calling an audible here. Let me go ahead and thank these gifters real quick. Michelle, Heather, TLS Journey, Anne, Haraxin. We've got Rescue Ninja, Cole Barber, Miss Helene, Elise Newman, Piotr, Tammy Lee, Ron Brinza, Pam K, Christina, struggling with the mantis. It won't let me see the rest of it. I just see the struggling with it, and I can't remember how to say it. Candy Thunder, Sarah Hibbetson, Mama Silver, Texas Tornado, Avonia, and Sarcasm and Sage. Thank you guys so much for helping us get there. There is... Where's the note I'm supposed to reference, Tony Spark? Where's the note that I'm supposed to reference? Okay, gotcha. Okay, let me go ahead and get this next one set up here. The
actual word story is very...
Okay, this next one is going to unlock a happy story and Candy's feedback. We've got 1,500 big loves set up to unlock whatever that may be. We'll be looking forward to that one. So you want me to click over here to the Caden reward story? Read the story. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, so
the next story is just a loving love story.
okay, a loving love story is the next one that we're gonna unlock with big love.
It's something different.
Got the love theme just all around here.
Very happy.
It's a happy story? What? We don't do happy stories around here, you know. We do dysfunction. We like happy stories too. We do like them. Okay, so I'm going to read the story, and then we're going to bring Caden Thunder up for some feedback here. This is a follower submission, and let's see what's so special about it here, shall we? All kinds of big loves coming in already. That mom with the TikTok, thank you so much. That mom with the lightning bolt there as well, and with the earth and with the fire. Charlene with the rose. That mom with the wide-eyed worsty. Miss Krish with the lightning bolts. Monique with the lightning bolts as well. Thank you guys so much. Those big loves are the focus right now. Vida, Trimble, Fresh Grace, Whitney Williams, and that messy mom life. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. Greatly appreciate that. Here we go. Okay, this is a follower submitted story, and we don't have a normal title on here, do we?
It's in
Okay.
honor of Caden.
Oh, it's a follower submission in honor of Caden Thunder. Here we go. Hey, Dusty, longtime lurker, first-time speaker-upper. Ever since Caden Thunder made the beans in the pillow joke, a story from my past has been haunting me. So I have to share it with you and ask if I'm the astronaut. When I was in college, I lived Words are hard. When I was in college, I lived off campus at a duplex with two other dudes. We were in a garage band together, and we were all a little rowdy, but one of the guys, we'll call him Mr. Bean, probably had some mental issues or demons that he struggled with. He would act out in strange ways when things didn't go his way. If he saw us have anything that he wanted but didn't have, he would try to punish, acting like a general dick, but also sabotaging us. One of these times, our band had played a small gig at a college kid party. I played guitar and sang, and he was the drummer. I can't say that's why I had more of what the kids today call riz, but I did. The college girls were drawn to me, and I lived it up. Mr. Bean didn't have the same luck. He was a quiet and awkward guy. Nothing wrong with that, to me at least, but you could tell that he always wanted to be different. Instead of putting himself out there more, he would just get pissy and act angry toward me. I thought, whatever, that's just how Mr. Bean copes, but I didn't expect what happened next. After the gig and party, we went home and crashed. It was probably 4 a.m. or something ridiculous like that. I didn't wake up until noon the next day, but Mr. Bean was already gone to work. I went about my day, showering and preparing for my evening shift at the restaurant that I worked at. When I went to put my shoes on, this crazy son of a bitch had put beans in my effing shoes. Wet, squelch, stinky, mother effing beans in my favorite pair of Nikes. How'd you like to put your feet in beans, man? I was livid. I sent him a text asking if he had put beans in my shoes, and he responded with, WTF? And then acted offended that I had accused him. I know it was him. He had sabotaged me and my other roommate before with childish shit like this, but he would never admit it. I had enough, said F this shit, went and got 5 massive containers of beans from Sam's Club, and I poured them in his kick drum. It wasn't enough to fill it, but it was probably a third of the way full with wet, nasty Bush's finest secret recipe. Squelch. I wonder if when he hit that kick drum pedal, if it was like squelch, 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 squelch. That would be amazing. Later that night, he sent me a picture of the kick drum full of beans with another WTF, and I just replied, "Oh man, it looks like the bean fairy's got you too." I'm guessing he knew it was me because he moved out the next week. The band disbanded, and that sucked, but I never had to deal with Mr. Bean's bean shittery again. So I feel like I won. Am I the astronaut for taking a beanie bit of revenge? To give some feedback on here, ladies and gentlemen, you want my feedback first? This is flipping amazing. And I'd say absolutely not. If you're sure that it was this roommate that had done this to you, which it sounds like you're sure that it was, then yeah, NTA. There's probably a little bit of a monetary difference between the value of a kick drum, which I would assume is ruined now after having beans poured into it, because like the molded plywood, it's like I don't know how much a kick drum is. I'm not a drummer. I'm sure it's a little more than a pair of Nikes. So there is that to consider. But if he's done a lot of this kind of crap to you and you finally just said enough, pain creates change, I'm going to end this shit right now, and just 5 freaking giant things of baked beans into a kick drum that's something, man. That is something. I'm still saying NTA on it. And it's freaking hilarious. And I can't believe someone has actually used squelchy beans for some kind of revenge here. There's got to be more stories out there. There's got to be. Before we get Caden Thunder up here to read or to give us his feedback on this, we do want to go ahead and thank our gifters for the big love here, because we hit that while reading this story. Ann Haroxin, TLS Journey, My Crazy Train, Rescue Ninja, Miss Helene, Brooke and Tina, Haley Rain, H2O, Michelle Heather, Michael Castella, Candy Thunder, T-Half90, Jill's Realm, The Cyber Inn, Hannah McKay, Sharon Day Newton, El Marine 98, Ruby Redhead, Piotr, Dylan Sprague, Jax G Lone Star, Bethany Fan Guy, Candy Geyser, Sarcasm and Sage, Vita's Living Loca, Mama Silver, Okie Dragon Mama, Christina List Jins, Chipmunk Forever, Kate Kinder 84, That Messy Mom Life, Lindsay B. Lindsay, Christina 1565, NB the G, Rhonda Mystic Solutions, Tinker Truck, Snowman Collector, Jenna 731, Effulgent One, Justina Josfadzi, and Micaiah Grange. Thank you guys so much for helping us hit that. We're going to get set up for the next one here right quick. This is a different one. This is a new one. So I got to hunt it down. It was right there, right in front of me. Sometimes I don't see things that are right in front of me. This will unlock. Oh, yes. This next one's going to unlock Caden Thunder in a helmet. And confetti. More confetti. We have 450 black cats. Now we're getting themed here. We're getting seasonal now with the black cats. Okay, so ladies and gents, let me give the intro for him one more time to get him up here talking about this beanie story. Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm back.
Beanie birthday boy. Ranks
Yeah.
39? Oi!
There was no metal in that.
No tinking of metal in that one. That's great.
Man.
There's a lot of that going on here. What did you think about this story?
You know, if there's one thing that I can say, it's that got beans in your shoes, and then you put beans in his kick drum, and it's a dog eat dog world out there. And you're wearing underpants made of beans. It's rough.
Underpants made of beans?
I don't know. Things just come out of my mouth.
I just didn't have confetti.
Ah, yeah. The Bean Master has spoken. I have watched Gen V. It is really good. I'm caught up on that so far.
What would you do if somebody put beans in your shoes and you try to put your feet into them?
I'd go with it.
You'd go with it? You'd walk around with the squelch all day long.
If I was in a rush.
I just would go back to bed. The day would be over.
I don't know. Maybe it's relaxing. We don't know. Don't knock it until you try it. It's like a massage in your shoes all day long. You know those like those comfort, those dream soles that you put in your shoes. You can do some bean soles. A little bit of beans in your shoes. You feel me?
But they just get all squished, and it would just be a paste by the end of the day.
You have bean wine by the end.
Yeah. Then you can make a burrito.
You like smashing grapes.
Bean wine. Yeah.
Be the smoothest bean paste you ever had by the end of that
Some of
day.
that bean paste. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sweaty. Oh, beans stank.
Ayo, by the end of the day, you could just pour out the beans from the shoes, put them on a tortilla, right? You wrap up that tortilla. It's already warm. You know it's already warm. Maybe pop it in the microwave just to kill them little germs, the foot germs. And you got a bean burrito. Maybe you sprinkle a little bit of cheese on there. You got a nice meal right there. You feel me? They may have done you a dirty, but also they made you a burrito. It's just the long way around. So you ain't even gotta trip about that.
I'd like a bean and toe jam tortilla, please.
And there's 2 shoes, so there's 2 burritos.
Nicole, thank you for the galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, in a boiling cauldron. That's cool.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, we're 31.
Hey, we're 10 away from
10 away.
Hey.
We're 10 away from 21.
10 away.
You know, I'm 21.
10 away.
And so is the number 21. So we should hit it.
Salt is salt.
And salt is salty.
Hey, what about if you were a drummer?
Oh my god.
If I was a drummer, what about it?
And somebody put 5 giant things of beans in your kick drum, how would you react to that?
I'd save it for Doomsday.
Just seal it up. and be
Doomsday.
Like, you're still good.
He did. That wasn't revenge. That was just helping with Doomsday prep.
You just fill it the rest of the way up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and seal it off.
Maybe I'd hide something in there. In the beans.
Like a toy?
I don't know. Who knows what I hide in there?
It's a kick drum full of beans and there's a sausage hidden in there somewhere.
It's like the Lucky Charms. You got like a surprise in the Lucky Charms. You got a surprise in the beans.
Like a Cracker Jack box.
Dude, yeah.
He said he was going to seal it up. Seal up the kick drum full of beans.
Yeah, maybe I'll hide some money in there. I'll be on my...
Hey! Nicole Day with the whale diving, and Mary with Mocha the monkey.
Yes.
Hey, yo, 26, 25. Hey, we're there.
Hey, we're getting there, guys.
We are getting there.
Remember, if we hit it to 20, if we make it to 21, well, there's
That's 21.
that's 21, and so
That's 21.
and so I'm also 21, and so it would be two 21s,
That would be cool.
which would be 42.
Which is what I am, right? Or am I 41?
You're 42 for the sake of this story. It's crazy how things line up like that, huh?
Oh man, that's awesome. 90% on our likes goal right now. Almost at the black cat goal.
We talking
already.
wet baked beans is what we talking.
Yeah. Baked beans. A question for you. What has been, this is random, it's a pivot. What's your favorite concert to date so far?
I've been to so many concerts.
Which one's your favorite?
I don't know. I saw Tyler the Creator, and that was really enjoyable. I really liked seeing him. That was a crazy experience because I was like right up there in front of him. So that was awesome. I saw Juice WRLD before he passed away. That was pretty awesome too. I saw Playboi Carti, and that was pretty awesome too. We're at 23. It's almost 21. You know what that means.
Yeah. Hey, he did. He cracked. He cracked. Hey, let me bring this over real quick because we have to thank the Black Cat gifters here right quick.
You should put the helmet on while Kate, put the helmet on while he's reading things.
Will I just stand here with a helmet?
No, Kane's gonna read them.
What am I reading?
Read the names. Here, put the helmet on. We got there. Elton John and the Rolling Stones are must sing. Oh, I bet. All right, let me get the confetti rocking here. It's gotta be legit, right? There he goes. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
He just returned to Earth. He's just returned. Okay.
You've seen Interstellar. I was gone for years.
But it seemed like only moments.
Not for me.
Whoa!
Those were chunks.
Ooh, bean confetti. Don't give him any ideas.
Give me some of that bean fetty, bruh.
There's the names. We're thanking people for helping us hit the
All right.
hit the Black Cat goal.
We got it. Ready? We're doing. Thank you to Ann Paraxon. Thank you to TLS Journey. Thank you to ERE Mama, Rescue Ninja 1, Elise Newman, Candy Geyser, Michelle Heather 78, Miss Helene, Pam K, Daddy Tom Daddy, Swan 257, AK Marie, Michael, Michaela Castella, Diana 5520, T-Hef 90, Valerie Shadowcat, Tammy Lee, Candy Thunder, Armania Cal, Crystal Stockman, Heather Reagan, Cole Barber, Ruby Redhead, Kutane Mom, Jen X Brat, Sophie Moo, Mandy's, Courtney Ann, El Marine 98, Christina List Jens, Shan Special, Desi, Haley Rain, Kinsey Crystal, Snowman Collector, yep. C Sizzle 79, Leo Named Water, Rainfalls, Sarah Hibbitson,
Yep.
and Justina Josfadesy.
I
Yep.
know it's wrong.
This is a lot of reading.
It is a lot of reading.
I think that we should get to 21 because I read.
I read things. Okay, the next one that we're gonna set up here is okay. We got it. We're gonna get that right quick here. You can keep talking, Kevin.
I'm Caden. All right.
Are you really?
Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me about how you're feeling and about movies and about things like that. There's plenty of topics and keywords that'll just set me off. Like with words. Like I'll say words. I have a TikTok. I don't post anything to it, but it's maybe I should post something to it. Would you guys like Caden content? I don't know if I do that. Maybe I would. I'm like an elusive figure.
We're at 22. The new goal that we just set up is ducks. We are going for 25 ducks. And let's give some thanks here real quick. Nicody with the fireworks, TLS with the galaxy, user 1755 with the confetti, Janine with the finger up. We hit the likes goal. Hey yo, we got the likes goal also. We got a lot of catching up here. We've got lots of ducks coming in here. Tammy Lee with the hand art, TL with the elephant trunk, Jax with the heart meat, K's with the big love, Biako72 with the I'm blue, Janine with the golden trumpet, Candy Thunder with the your sweet thing.
Did we hit 21?
Cat Renner, Lita with the big love, Janine with catch balls, Biako with the roses, Nicody with 45 roses, Jen here with 3 bolts, Bethany Stein with the donut. You guys are awesome. Biako with the love you. Appreciate that. That was your first gift, too. So thank you so much for sending that in. Greatly appreciate that.
I see so many 21s. It's making me think of 21 Savage.
Oh, are we there? Now we passed it. We're 20 now. We're climbing.
I'm getting younger.
We're climbing. Awesome. All right.
It's like Benjamin Button.
Caden Thunder, thank you so much for coming up and donning the helmets. I didn't want to say this ahead of time, but there are some squelchy beans in that helmet. You're going to find them in your hair a bit later.
You may not know this, but beans are great for your hair and scalp. Don't quote me on that.
Awesome. Well, now we know. Thank you so much, Caden. Greatly appreciate that. That is amazing. You guys are rocking it out right now. Thank you so much for all the love that you give to us and all of the engagement and help that we have here. 18 right now. My goodness, we're just cooking along. If you like prank calls after Dusty's live done, Alex Byron should be on. Taylor, cool, very cool. Nikki, not me actually believing him. Who knows, man? Legit, who knows? Okay, so we did unlock that big love story. Tony Spark, is that what I'm going to next?
Yes.
Big love happy story. Okay. Is this what I think it is? A happy reward story. Wait, we hit our ducks already. Let me go ahead and give some thanks for these ducks, and then we'll get our happy reward story going on here. TLS Journey, Michelle Heather, Elise Newman, Ann Haraxin, Cole Barber, CKNY79, Tammy Lee 78, Pam K, Snow XTC, Miss Helene, Justina Jones Fadesy. Thank you guys so much for helping us get there. You just ripped through it, just like super duper fast. We're gonna get our next one set up. I'm gonna audible this one a little bit. Tony Spark, I'm gonna audible this one just a bit. We're gonna loft this one up just a little bit. We are going for confetti now. Confetti. We're at 18 right now. It's the last one on the list. We're going to leave it up there for now. Okay, so we're going to rock this one out and see how that goes. In the meantime, we're going to read a happy story. I know, it's different. We're going to see what happens here. Happy reward story times. How one of the most normal days turned into one of the best days of my life. We woke up that morning extremely early to get ready for our garage sale. The sun wasn't shining yet, and we were running hard. We had our garage sale, and our family photographer showed up, which wasn't out of the norm since we were friends with her. She said she had a show in Arkansas and was featuring some of our family portraits. The show would be at Crystal Bridges in Bentonville, and she would love for us to come. We were on the fence about doing anything since we had gotten up early, but thought it would be fun to see her show. My boyfriend let her borrow one of his cameras to play with for that day, and that kind of made our fluid plan solid since he would need to get his camera back. My boyfriend and I finished our garage sale, took the longest nap, seriously, the best nap ever, and began to get ready to head down to Arkansas. I was taking my sweet time getting ready. As a blended family, our kids were on their weekend with their other parents, and we were enjoying the slower pace after getting up so early. However, my boyfriend kept reminding me we needed to hurry, and it was getting late and we should just get going. I reminded him that we had no plans and we're just stopping by the show. Let's take our time and stop and smell the roses. We stopped by my parents' house on the way down and dropped off our dog so they could watch her while we went out of town. I took my time there too. Got a glass of my mom's amazing sweet tea, played with the dog in the yard, and again, my boyfriend was reminding me that we needed to go. We finally loaded up in the car and we're heading to Arkansas, which is about an hour drive from us. I could tell that my boyfriend is annoyed by my no rush stance on the evening. We kind of bickered when Google Maps took us in the wrong direction, back before Android Auto. He was snippy with me, I was snippy with him. At this point, it was getting late and the sun was almost setting. We finally arrive at Crystal Bridges. My boyfriend and I get out and I feel like he is heading in the wrong direction. I tell him I don't think he knows where he's going. He said he does. I said we should follow the signs. He just keeps walking. Okay. I give up at this point and decide to just see where he's taking us. He starts to lead me into a tall bamboo garden. I tell him that I know that this is not the right way. It's not even a trail. Then he starts messing with flowers laying on a stump and I'm looking at him like he's crazy, wondering why he's touching other people's stuff. He then gets down on one knee, tells me I'm the biggest pain in his ass, and he wants to spend the rest of his life with me and asks me to marry him. I had no idea that this man was going to propose to me. Not for a single second of that entire day did I know that he had a ring and was going to propose to me. Oh, and the photographer was in on it because she's there snapping pictures of the whole thing. She got the ring from him at the garage sale in the camera bag and set up the flowers and the ring and was waiting for us to arrive for over an hour because, like I said, I was taking my sweet time. So Dusty might be the only person to pull off actually surprising me. And of course I said yes. Have you seen him? It's been almost a decade since he proposed, and it was truly the best decision of my life. I love this man with all of my heart. He's my partner, my teammate, the love of my life. Still a solid ass con 3 though. A story by the one and only Candy Thunder, ladies and gentlemen, and that is how I propose. Some additional comments I have for this that aren't part of the story here are whenever we went to her parents. We went to her parents that day. I'm already stressing, and I'm messaging the photographer because I'm like, hey, we're gonna be a little bit late because Candy's Candy, and she's just not in a hurry. And we stop at your folks and you're taking your sweet ass time, getting your sweet tea. Go ahead and step on in here, Tater. She's taking her time. She's getting her sweet tea. And her dad is sitting out on the porch. And I had already, her dad knew what was happening because I asked his permission first. And he knew what was happening and he saw me stressing about getting down there. And he's just laughing. It's just laughing his ass off. And he's like, hey, this is what you're marrying. It's not going to change. So you might as well just accept that right now. Her mom's the same way. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I know, but we're going to lose our light. She's like a photographer. I swear, she was waiting down there for us, like hiding in the bamboo bushes, for over an hour, maybe two,
she
maybe
said it was
more.
Over an hour for sure.
It was a long, long time. And I'm messaging like updates every 15 minutes. I'm like, I still can't get her in the car. I'm sorry. I'm trying, but I can't get her to move her ass without revealing what I'm trying to get her to move for. So it was hilarious.
Hearing you tell that story made me a little teary eyed.
Did it?
Yeah, it was so. I mean, I don't like surprises, and it was like the biggest surprise of my life. So it was a very fun day, a very cool day.
I do think that here. Scoot this just a hair more. I think that you literally didn't move at all.
I feel like I'm in the shot.
Like,
I'm in the shot.
She's like, okay, I'm just going to move my leg this way. Something that we talked about earlier that you hadn't included in here, but it was that during the garage sale, whenever I was talking to the photographer, and like what I was actually doing was like arranging, like figuring out how to transfer the ring to her and scheming how we were going to pull this off.
So all I see is him at the garage sale talking to someone else, and I'm being bombarded with people that are supposed to, like, I'm supposed to help at the garage sale, and he's just over here doing whatever. And I'm like, get your ass over here and help me. And he's just over there like showing her stuff at the garage sale. And I'm like, Dustin, we gotta move. And so I was shitty to him about
Which-
her being there afterwards because
Which is entirely hypocritical. Right? You're like, hey, we got to move. We got stuff to do. And then later on,
there was a lot of people there, and I'm not a good people person.
later on, I'm like, hey, we got to move. We got to go. So we both went through the same thing on the same day, just in very different ways. And it was trying to figuring out how to surprise her that took work. Like, it took some serious work, and I could deal with her being a little pissed at me at the garage sale because I knew there was a payoff, right? I knew it was all going to be okay, and there was a payoff for it as long as she said yes. And she did. So it all ended up working out. And for our VIPs in our Facebook VIP group, we're going to have to post pictures from that photo shoot.
Oh
so
yeah,
you have
I
that
had
context.
no idea that he was going to propose to me, and there were going to be pictures. So I was wearing like shorts and a shirt. I was like, if I had known,
I couldn't. What?
I know. I had no idea.
It had to be a secret.
So it is what it is. But it was seriously just the best day. Like, the fact that you totally surprised me was like, I'm so thankful
And
that
the
it
fact
happened that way.
We bickered on the way down there.
It's still like the same bickering now.
More marriage training.
Yeah. So it was like whenever Google Maps, like the passenger had to control the Google Maps on their phone. So there was no Android Auto. It didn't connect to your car. And so I was like telling him where to go. He's like, right or left. And I told him the wrong way. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. I still have trouble with Google Maps.
Still sounds the same. It still sounds pretty much the same. Yeah, I'll get the direction to turn like right after the turn. We live in that kind of world.
I don't know how to say that name, but Beckia? Thank you.
Beckia.
Thank you. I don't know how to say it. I'm going to call you Beck, and I'm going to say thank you so much.
Only channel on TikTok that you have sent gifts to and subscribed to. Thank you so much. That means a lot. And we hear that from a lot of people, that we're the only channel that they subscribe to or get alerts from. And that is huge. It is huge for us. It means a ton.
We're ranked number 12.
What?
That's freaking amazing.
That's awesome. We made you cry, Kate? Good. Goal achieved.
It was a happy story. And I wrote this story out because it's really hard to find happy stories on Reddit. I just happened across them, and I've ran out of stories, and I've ran out of end of night stories. And so I wrote this one, but I felt like it had to be a Wednesday one since we're both here.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's one that we have to put out there. And we have a lot of like funny stories that we're going to start writing out ourselves because they deserve to be documented.
So if you guys have happy stories, you can send those in too.
Yeah,
we need
absolutely.
Happy stories.
Please send us your happy, heartwarming, or funny stories.
Yeah, if you got petty revenge stories, send those in too, because we need those.
Absolutely.
They're so good.
Absolutely.
The bean story, the fact that Caden triggered somebody to send that in is amazing. I love that so much.
Oh, hell. That is awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Katie Thunder. Hey. I love you. So now you guys know. You know the story of how I had to be a sneaky little shit to be able to propose to her here. Caitlin, subscribe for the first time. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam. Aaron, subscribe for the first time. Eddie, subscribe for the first time. You guys are rocking and rolling here. We're at 560, a 575 on those right now. You are all amazing. Greatly appreciate it. Zoe with the wider worst, DC Sizzle with the confetti, Gen X Brat, Sarah Ibbotson, Gen X Brat again, Sooner Yenko, Ruth. Thank you guys. Brigitte, Dawson. Y'all are awesome. Haley, Penny, Ruth, Melody. Thank you guys so much. Love the love. Love the love. Heather says, I have a few funny kid stories. Might have to share some. Please do. Please do. Okay, story number 4, correct?
Cake.
Oh, I'm on the cake reward story. Cake reward story number 2, right? Okay. Goes it. Rocking and rolling. And I'm reading this one, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go. We're at 77 of 5 hundo on the confettis right now. At least that's what TikTok Live Studio says to me. Caitlin, Ruth Jones, subscribing to be members of the Storm. Heck yes, love having you guys there. Welcome to the Gosh Heckin' fam. Cake reward story here. This is a follower submitted story. OP, if you're in chat, want to claim your story, you know what to do. Am I the astronaut for delivering the wrong cake to my aunt and uncle's anniversary party? My imagination is taking me so many directions. I, 33 female, make cakes for my friends and family as a way to make a little extra money on the side. I am by no means a professional at this, and I charge very little money for my cakes as compared to an actual bakery. The cakes I make are nothing special really, as I cannot do outrageous decoration or fancy fondant. Fondant? I said fondant. I did it. Tortillas and fondant. That's right. Okay, I'll find that again. The cakes I make are nothing special really, as I cannot do outrageous decoration or fancy fondant work, but they are tasty. Got it right that time. And people who weren't watching the live will never know. A while back, my aunt asked me to make a cake last minute for her and my uncle's 25th anniversary party. I already had a cake order for the same day that she needed her cake, and since I also have a full-time job, I try not to take on more than that one cake at a time just because it's a lot of work. But all she wanted was a simple chocolate layer cake, and I really wanted to help her out, so I told her I'd do it and ended up taking off work early the Friday before so I could get both cakes done in time to chill fully before Saturday. It takes quite a bit of time to complete a cake because you have to completely chill it before assembling and icing it, which can take hours. And then you have to chill it completely again after icing it and before delivering it so that everything holds up during transportation. I baked both cakes and put them into chill on Friday. Then I got up super early Saturday morning to assemble and ice them. I then boxed them and chilled them for a few more hours before delivering them by late morning. I delivered my aunt's first. Her anniversary party was a brunch at her country club, so I took it straight to the club restaurant and dropped it there with the manager. Then I delivered my second cake. It was to a friend of mine who was having a bachelorette party that night. Do you see where this is going? Yes, the second cake was a peen cake. Oh my God. Candy Geyser with the jellyfish. K's with the confetti. User 1755 with the heart me. Sita Forever with the rose. Aaron with the love you. Thank you so much. Diana Galvin with the confetti as well. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. The second cake was a peen cake. It was a peen with a P, not a B. I dropped the cake off with my friend and she was really excited about it and wanted to take a peek at it before I left. She opened the box to look inside and I tried to read her expression as she did. She looked confused and I was confused why she'd be confused, but then it dawned on me. I stepped closer to peek at the cake myself and my heart sank when I saw a chocolate layer cake in the box. I had delivered the penis cake to the country club.
I just want to say I've been listening and I just
Candy Thunder and Tony Spark were involved in a side conversation and tuned in to that last line. It's perfect timing. I grabbed the cake back from my friend, jumped in my car, and hauled ass back to the country club, hoping to make it in time to swap the cakes. I burst through the doors of the club, second cake in hand, and met my aunt in the hallway. She was almost in tears. She said she'd been trying to call me, and what the hell had I done? I explained my mistake to her and showed her the cake in my hands. Luckily, the penis cake was discovered before any guests saw it, but not before my aunt nearly had a panic attack. I swapped cakes and apologized to my aunt, but she made sure to tell me how unprofessional I was and that she would not use me again or let any of her friends use me, not that they did anyway. I was so sick over the whole incident that I haven't accepted any cake orders since. I feel awful. Even though it was an honest mistake and I was able to correct it in time, my aunt was and is really mad. Am I the astronaut for accidentally delivering the wrong cake to her party? No, you're not like, shit happens. Penis happens. Like it just, stuff happens. And whenever you accepted this and tried to cram it in, especially if you explained to her, you're like, I normally don't take that on, but I really want to help you out. So I'm going to do this. I mean, she would have to be a little bit understanding about this. It's not like you do this full-time professionally. Like this is a side hustle, right? Or you do it to help people out. Like it's not like unprofessional. Okay. I'm like, cool. Well, I'm doing this in my kitchen as a side hustle. So thanks. Yeah. And, I'm sure your aunt has never made a mistake at all. Now, if this had been revealed to the entire anniversary party and there had been pictures, it would be fantastic. I wish that had happened because this would be so much more epic if they didn't reveal it until like the photographer was there and they're like, hey, here's the cake. And they got your aunt's face right as she saw it. And I'm sure it was just complete shock, but you're not the asshole for that. Shit happens. You made it right. You showed up and got everything fixed in time. You groveled. you made it happen for them in the first place. No, NTA. Sometimes peen cake happens. That's just the way it be sometimes. Did the aunt pay for the cake? Did we get into that? Is OP in chat by the way? We have not seen. Ranked number 9. 6 is the record, right? Okay. 6 is the record. We're still going. I don't see anything about specifically paying for it. She asked for it. She didn't ask for that. She's like, well, to be fair, did the aunt specify what kind of cake that she wanted? Did the aunt specify what kind of cake she wanted? Or was she just like, I just need a cake? Hey, if you don't specify, come what may. That's probably not the right thing to say at that time, but Fane with the marvelous confetti, thank you so much. Ginger with the rose, Rick with the confetti, Elizabeth with the confetti, Candy Thunder, Caroline, Tully, Bebop, 610 with confetti as well, Rick with the heart, me, Jenny from the country with the rosa, Michelle with confetti as well. Thank you guys so much. Greatly appreciate that. Crystal with confetti, Crystal Reno with the marvelous confetti. Got both kinds going on there. 115 to 500 rocking on there. What flavor was the peen cake? C Sizzle wants to know. Unknown. We didn't get into that, except that we were certain that it was flavored with regret on OP's part. But at least she's got a good. She's got a good sense of humor about it. The aunt, I wouldn't ever want to make a cake for her again. Anyway, be like, I tried to help you out. You were not understanding at all. So screw off. Yeah. Okay. Are we? What are we up for next? We did. We've got a Miles appearance here that we need to make good on from the duck thing. So let's get Miles up and let's chat with Miles for a second, ladies and gentlemen. Miles or
ladies and gentlemen, Miles.
How's it going?
How's Miles do?
How do I do? I do pretty good. I was asking how everybody else was. Yeah, we got to get up to that 1,000,000 likes mark, guys, before the stream ends. So keep tapping.
what are we at right now? 984, 985. 985.
That's a little delayed too.
15K to go. We got this.
But yeah, we got this. You guys have been amazing today with the gifts, by the way.
I'm gonna use Tony's phone to tap.
Have I changed my hair? I kind of let my hair do whatever it wants to, so it's different every day.
Hey, Millie!
Woo! Good job, guys.
Millie back, everybody! We need confetti for that. Oh, show.
Oh, no.
Oh, show.
Please, no metal.
That was loud. Million likes.
Boom.
Hey!
Good job, everybody.
Now we got confetti in the mic.
You ask and you receive. Yep.
Rick! Glad to still have you in the fam. Forever, Kaden!
Someone is sending gifts from
Miles' phone. It's not me. I was liking.
My phone's right here, so I don't.
Doesn't sound like something
I
I would
am
do.
no, I'm not Dusty's son. I'm simply a team member here. I help edit all the stories for YouTube
Simply
and
a
TikTok.
team member.
Well,
Remember the Stormcloud marketing fam, man.
I'm not related by blood.
Brothers from another mother.
Just had to take the blood oath in school.
That's right.
We brand people like Yellowstone. It's like,
we have this one brand.
we do this, you can never leave. Yeah.
Yeah, my sister is watching at home. Hi, Violet.
Hey, Violet. Nice. You got fam watching here. Okay, what's you've been to a lot of concerts recently as well, right?
A couple, yeah.
So what concerts did you go to, and which has been your favorite so far?
Well, I went to a Smashing Pumpkins concert down in Arkansas, and that was pretty sweet. And then I also went to same show Caden went to recently, Suicide Boys show.
Was that the mosh pit?
Yeah.
Did you get in the mosh pit?
No, we were actually not on the floor. We were up in the comfy seats up top.
I mean, at a much younger point in life, I would have been, mosh pit. The Linkin Park show that I saw at the pageant in St. Louis was an insane mosh pit show, and you wouldn't think like Linkin Park. I've been to heavier shows like Deftones, Seven Dust, that kind of stuff. You wouldn't think it would be that nuts, but it was. Linkin Park was the craziest mosh pit that I have seen, personally, one that I've been at. Mudvayne, I would think that would be a crazier one. It wasn't. Linkin Park was. It's nuts.
Love to be in a Linkin Park mosh pit.
It was crazy. People were coming out of there with bloody noses left and right. It was
Oh,
nuts.
I mean, at the show I was at, there were a couple people that had to be like carried out by security and stuff.
That's nuts, man.
Someone got tackled on stage in one of the shows. So
good gravy. Godsmack, Metallica. I bet those would be some 41 mosh pit. Chuck 84. That'd be wild.
Slipknot would be, yeah.
Slipknot would be nuts.
Yeah. Somebody would die.
Things don't get that wild at a pit at a Kenny Chesney.
Tony Sparks been in the pit at the Kenny Chesney concert. It's pretty chill. That's just like there's a bunch of kiddie pools in there for people to put their feet in. They just kind of walk around in circles in them. That's what it is. Heck yeah. Caroline Tully, 2009. You were in the pit for Linkin Park. Best pit moment you had. It was a wild show. It was a wild show.
Oh, a Godsmack pit would be pretty sweet.
That would be wild too. It was not chill, Smoots. Oh, what, the Kenny? The Kenny pit?
Killed to see Kenny.
Oh, we were in that Chesney pit, Smoot says. He says it was not chill.
I mean,
Just crowded with people.
pretty drunk. It's a lot of drunk.
Marilyn Manson mosh pit.
Drink all day in the parking lot.
Yeah, my biggest thing if you're like Pitt or GA, up against the fence is that people, especially when they're hammered, like they got no qualms about just smashing into you, and then you become like a human sardine can, and like I'm not about that.
No one's paying attention.
Not about that. Oh, wait, Carly, you once went to an Adele concert and your mom was worried you'd end up in a mosh pit. I need to see footage of a mosh pit at an Adele concert. Everybody's running into each other like, go easy on me. Right?
That's how I feel like, I don't know. There's some like slower music that I listen to a lot that's like, I can't imagine a mosh pit for a show for this artist.
Yeah, that'd be wild. Now, I would love to see Adele live. Like, skill. She's got talent, just crazy. Hey, Joanne with the money gun, thank you so much. Let's get some thanks here, and then we probably need to wrap up and get the VIP going here. Miles, thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Bye, everybody.
And he's not just a member of the team here. He's so much more, and he's been with us on this journey for the Dusty Thunder stuff. He was the first person that we brought in to start editing to relieve a little bit of my time, so that it wouldn't just be me doing all of that edit stuff. And that was a huge pivot for us. So big deal. And Joanne, Selena, Dark Skull Faye, Selena again, Aaron, thank you so much for the Earth and the I'm Blue and Confetti and Tiny and Cat Paws, Caroline Tully with the Lightning Bolt, Wonderfully Wonky with the Heart Me, Sita Forever with the Finger Heart, Aaron with the Confetti, Sooner Yenko, Rick with all the Confetti, Tinker Truck with the Confetti as well, user 1755 with Confetti, Elizabeth Tate Jones with Confetti there too, Rick resubbing, Kate Lizzie Knights, Mary, all kinds of Confetti, TLS with all kinds of Confetti, Lizzie Knights with all kinds of Confetti there as well. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and shut down and start setting up for the VIP live, which we'll have ready for you in about 10 minutes ish, and we'll do from the studio here again. So, by my sign name, we match today. Awesome. It's my all emotion flannel from Target. I got it at Target. It's real nice. What are we ranked at now? 9?
Number 9.
Do we hit 9 and just stay there?
I think nine's where we're at.
We ceilinged at 9. Do what?
October 9th.
Oh, October 9th. October 9th is Caden Thunder's actual birthday. So it's like, it was a sign. It was, we were at 21 and then we moved past there to 9. Yeah. Yeah. And if you take the 21 minus the 9, you got 12. And 12 backwards is 21.
Somebody said not bad for keeping your clothes on.
Not bad for keeping your clothes on. Hey, yeah. Yeah, it's also not bad for not doing the NPC thing. We're like, thank you. Thank you for the post. Oh. Nope, not going to do it. Not gonna not gonna do. I will say this. I would never do that sober. Would never do it sober. By my sign name, I'm the only one who says your handle right. What? It's just spelled out right there. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Carrie Lee, you're right. Yeah, it's not bad for keeping our clothes on. Thank you so much for being here today, for just having a hell of a good time with us and celebrating Caden Thunder's birthday. You guys are always awesome, but stepped it up today. Rocked at this point 1.07 milli likes. Hit every goal that we had set up here. We're at 563 at 575 on the members of the Storm, and that number we're going to have there for a while at the 575, and we're 100% cool with that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all the engagement today. Thank you for hanging out with us, for sharing, for liking, for gifting. All of it. We treasure your friendship on here. And VIPs, we're going to be hanging out with you exclusively here in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you right soon here. What's that? Yeah, I can do that. I'll do that while we're on our way out here. So, the gifters that we have for the confetti that we still have ongoing here, I will go ahead and read. Michelle Heather 78. I'm just being lazy. Elise Newman, Pirate Pups, TLS Journey, Cole Barber, Candy Geyser, and Haraxin, Mr. Trash Panda, Pam K, AK Mary, EMH34, Crystal Stuckman, Miss Helene, E. Tate Johnson, CKNY79, Tinker Truck, Fane 86, Diana 5520, Green Eyed Aries, Swan 257, Ruby Redhead, I'm sorry, Sue-Ann, not Swan. I just ran it all together there. Maven Loves, Joe F. Kelly, Jill's Realm, Tammy Lee, Dylan Sprague, Jade Sue, C. Sizzle, Electra, Original Gems, Bebop, Mistress Lily, and Candy Thunder. Thank you all so much. We'll greatly, greatly appreciate you, and we'll see you on the VIP Lodge here soon. All right, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much.